Over on Channel 2, we have Sale of the Century, but now it's 9 p.m, and that means it's time for the Thamesmen.
That was a weird note.
I know, it was a weird note, wasn't it?
I'm good, thank you. I'm George. I'm in Los Angeles.
Hello, George. My name's Alex, and I am in San Francisco.
You had to think about that one, didn't you?
I did. The whole English bit kind of gets confusing. Welcome to the Thamesmen, the high entertainment, high budget.
Yeah, really? Where was that?
Reaction channel of quality music.
Quality, exactly.
Yes. Quality, yeah, but I do get confused. You know, the whole English American bit, you know, sometimes, yeah. Even though I've been here 20 years, sometimes I forget which side of the road.
That's always a problem. And okay, when you go to a sandwich shop and you order a sandwich, do you go tomato or tomato?
It's tomato. It's never a fucking tomato.
Yeah, but I went to a shop and I said, you know, and then, you know, turkey, lettuce, whatever. And can I have some tomato? And the person looked at me completely blank. They were like, I don't know what you're talking about. I was like, tomato? And then I was like, tomato? And they go, oh, tomato. And it was like, oh, well, there was no connection between, like, how many options do you have in front of you in a sandwich shop? You've got like things that begin with T, things that begin with L, things that begin with C.
But there are some things, there are expressions. I'll give you an expression and you'll understand what that expression is, but an American won't have a clue what it is.
Okay, well, like what?
When someone shits their bed.
You can't say that. When I know what that is.
He's going to meet Dave. He's going to shit his bed. What does that mean?
Yeah, they might take it in a more literal sense.
Yeah, what does it mean?
Like having it, you know, you're gonna be a bit nervous about things.
You're nervous when you shit your bed. You're gonna, you know, when it's cold.
Why would you come up with that expression of all expressions?
When you brass monkeys outside.
Brass monkeys. I like brass monkeys. Yeah.
Brass monkeys, ladies and gentlemen, means it's cold.
And do you know why it was cold?
Yes, because the cannonballs would freeze together on the boat.
That was it. What it was? I think it was. I thought it was something to do with door knockers or something weird. But anyway, it was like,
yeah. But so, you know, even though we do speak the same words, you know, sometimes, I mean, like, you know, I think I told you the first time I was over here, you know, I called someone in a meeting. I called him a knob jockey. And I got taken off the HR, and then like the second meeting, there was a whiteboard there, and I turned around and I said, "Could someone pass me the rubber?" And everyone just like looks at me like that. It's like, "Could someone a rubber is an eraser?" You know, we're just separated by a common language.
Well, and you know, the other one was like, you know, where like years ago, you know, used to smoke the odd cigarette, and it would be like, you came out here. I said, "Hey mate, can I bum a fag off you?" And then, like, that was really very confusing to Americans. You don't want to be saying that in public.
I don't know. There are some words America have got absolutely right. Okay. Here's one of the words. Right. Truck, as opposed to lorry, you mean? Lorry is just a stupid word. I'm sorry. After 20 years, lorry. It's a stupid word.
Yeah.
Trash is trash.
I like rubbish. I like using the word rubbish. I find that a very satisfying word to say, and it always kind of puts people on the sort of on the back foot if you go, well, that was a load of rubbish, and they're kind of like, what's that about? You know,
then to cement it, I like a trash truck.
Trash truck. Yeah, but rubbish truck isn't the same. Rubbish lorry.
Rubbish lorry.
Bin lorry.
There you go, ladies and gentlemen. It's high quality content like this keeps you tuning in.
But why are we here today?
We are here today because we got into a bit of a tiz on this one. We're here today because we're going to do Men Without Hats. And this is the tiz, ladies and gentlemen. I thought Men Without Hats were Australian.
I thought they were Australian as well, which is super bizarre. But they're not. They are Canadian. And this is Canada Week we're going to be promoting. So it is full steam ahead. Canada Week coming very soon to a channel near you if you like and subscribe.
So the week after this, for those who just stumbled blindly into the Hill of Despair. What we do is we do 1 week where we do Odds Odds. Welcome into the Odds Odds. And then we do a curator week. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, the week after this, we're going to do Canada week. But
finally, we're going to... Well, we did Rush week, which is pretty much Canada week, isn't it? Let's face it.
The whole of Canada, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. That's the only...
So this is Men Without Hats, the safety dance, right? If you've seen the film clip of this song, you'd be forgiven for thinking they're a British band.
I thought they were Australian, weirdly. But anyway,
you thought they're Australian. This is a New Wave Montreal band. Is there a New Wave of Montreal?
Obviously.
Obviously, this is it. Here we are. And it's a vehicle for, oh my God, for lead vocalist Ivan.
Say it. You can say it. You can say it.
Dorschluck. Yeah, but it might be like a Canadian word for like moose hunt or something. Like, oh, I didn't mean to.
Dorschluck. Maybe.
Didn't mean to insult anyone. There's not Canadian for that, moose hunter. This song is easy.
It's just called a hunter. That's nothing else.
Not a moose hunter.
Just hunter.
What else have they got to hunt up there? I've never been
to Canada geese.
Geese. They all fly to the golf courses in England. There's none left up there. They're all shitting on the rugby fields in England.
Did I ever tell you the story about us driving down the road? Can I just tell my story, please?
Yes. Go on.
It was a highlight of. I was driving down near where you used to live in Gatehampton, down the road, from Gatehampton into Goring, and my father was driving. I was like a teenager or something, and he was driving me, and there was a huge flock of Canada geese that came over, and he thought, I'd blow the horn. The whole lot of them shit from like 100 feet. It was just like his car was coated in green goose poo. It was the most ridiculous mess. We couldn't see the windscreen wipers on. It was just so much. Anyway, carry on.
Imagine rocking up home. What happened to you? Don't ask. Just don't honk.
It was pretty traumatic.
Honk. Right. Okay. Right. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen.
The notes.
I know, but I managed to insult everyone. Yeah, right.
This is meant to be promoted.
I'm going to start again. If you've seen the clip of the song, you'd be forgiven to think they're a British band, but they're not, are they?
No. It takes so long.
New Wave Montreal band was a vehicle for lead vocalist Ivan Hunter.
Yeah,
the song was easily the biggest, becoming a top 10 global hit, and was about dancers pogoing, jumping in the air, gyrating whilst keeping the torso rigid. Mm-hmm. That's a very good description of a pogo. Yeah. And bouncers of the club trying to stop them, as it was considered dangerous to disco dancers. The hunter, Dorschluck, explained that this song is a protest song and a call for the freedom of expression.
I never thought there was that much depth to the safety dance. It was like this 80s staple disco, It was.
I can't believe that this is a protest song against
a protest song, exactly. It was very good as a protest song.
I tell you, no wonder they only had one hit. He didn't really have much to protest about.
It could have been something a bit more like
civil rights or anything like that. Wasn't taking any like slavery or anything deep. He was taking
dodgy dancing at the disco.
That's my cause. That's what I'm going to dedicate my life to.
That's the hill I'm going to die on. That's the one.
I might get a statue somewhere for this one. Oh God, Jesus Christ! No longer. Right, let's do this.
No, if anyone's still here, we're going to do this, and we've even got a bonus track coming up. So, bonus. So stick around.
We do have a bonus track, and I've seen what it is. It's Status Quo performing the same
safety dance, health and safety at work at the discotheques.
Jesus Christ, this is an absolute classic episode. Right, let's do this one. Let's hear this protest song. Dylan's going to be moved off his plinth.
Who? Roger Dillon.
What? The wayward cousin.
Roger, he was. He was.
Who works down the Chippy?
He was into cafe safety and wet trays at cafes, and he thought they were a bit of. Look,
I have a bag of chips, Roger. I know about Bob. All right, shut up about Bob. Just give me the chips, Roger. Stop dancing, Roger.
Could be dodgy. Anyway, look, can we do this, please?
Roger Dillon. All right, 3.
All right, I'm not ready. Okay, start again. I'm ready now. Okay, you ready?
Yes.
Yeah,
3, 2, 1, boom. I love it.
Yeah, good.
We can dance if we want to. We can leave your friends behind. Because your friends don't dance, and if they don't dance, well, that's no friends of mine. Say, we can go where we want to, a place where they will never find. And we can act like we come from out of this world, leave the real one far behind. And we can dance. Don't sing. Your friends behind, cause your friends don't dance, and if they don't dance, well, they're no friends of mine. Say, we can go where we want to, place where they will never find. We can act like we come from out of this world, leave the real one far behind. And we can dance. We can dance if we want to, night is young and so am I. We can dress real neat from our hats to our feet and surprise them with the wintry cry. Say, we can go where we want to, if we don't, nobody will. You can act real rude and totally removed and run up like an imbecile. Say, we can dance, everything's out of control. We can dance, we're doing it before the ball. We can dance. Everybody look at your hands. We can dance, everybody's taking a chance. Ha 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 ha. Safe to dance, safe to dance, safe to dance. We can dance if we want to. We can hold your life and mine. As long as we abuse it, never gonna lose it, everything will work out right. We can dance if we want to, we can leave your friends behind. Cause your friends don't dance, and if they don't dance, well, they're no friends of mine. We can dance, everything's out of control. We can dance, we're doing it before the fall. We can dance, everybody look at your hands. We can dance, everybody's taking a dance. Ha 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 ha. Safe to dance, safe to dance, safe to dance, safe to dance, so 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 dance, it's safe to dance, it's a safe to dance, it's a safe to dance, it's a safe to dance. It's a safety dance.
Oh, that's really actually quite enjoyable.
I honestly, the jury's out. I don't know. I've seen the song in a whole new perspective, different, but I can't see what it's got to do with pogoing.
Well, he's doing the safety dance because the pogoing's too dangerous.
But what was the whole sort of that thing?
Oh, I don't think he was. I don't. just thinking that he's pinned his whole career on that as a kind of a cause to take on. You know, he could have taken on female mutilation or something.
It wouldn't have been much fun, really. But
No,
it was,
but, you know, a bit of a deeper topic.
I mean, it was played at every party at every club for ages. If you remember, you know, it was huge airplay everywhere.
If it had all the cake mixture elements of the 80s, the synth and the drum sound and the guitar and the tone. I mean, it really was the perfect 80s cake. Yeah, don't take it seriously for what it was. I mean, that goddamn keyboard player annoyed me, actually. He had so much equipment, And he just like, just like that, and that would be a drummer. I don't know where he was. You know?
Right. So I think it was great. It was fascinating. I think it was like a bit of musical archaeology, you know? Would you put it on your playlist? No, I wouldn't put it on.
I enjoyed it. I really enjoyed it.
I enjoyed it for what it was. Absolutely. Yeah.
No, I actually really enjoyed it.
You did? You could put it on your playlist?
It was a little bit darker and edgier and
That's true. Yeah.
Than the pop single. And yeah, sure they were, you know, I don't know what was live and what wasn't live, but you know, I thought he had a good voice.
Yes, he did.
Shite dancer. Right, the wardrobe person actually, you know, has gone off with the blind dog and the cane. They walked off. There was nothing matching on that. But in total, I thought it was a fun, great track.
Yeah. Okay.
There's only one more way of messing this song up.
And that's to go and see Status Quo do the same version.
How the hell is Status Quo going to do this?
Oh, I can't wait. But I always used to like Status Quo, so maybe they will surprise us. Do you remember when we did that song, Go Run, Da La La La?
Yeah, I love that one.
That was great, that version we did on Thamesmen 2, I think, wasn't it?
Yeah. But we also did Caroline,
which is a great track as well. Yeah, anyway, let's see what they do for Status Quo doing Safety Dance. Should we do that?
Oh yeah, my God, they're gonna. I tell you, I don't know if you can polish a turd, but we're gonna see. Oh my God, this could be 3 minutes 56 of pure hell.
Well, you know, we'll see. Let's see. They might surprise us.
All right, count me in, big boy. 3, 2, 1, boom.
We can dance if we want to. We can leave your friends behind, 'cause your friends don't dance, and if they don't dance, well, they're no friends of mine. Say, we can go where we want to, places they will never find, and we can act like we come from out of this world, leave the real world far behind. We can go if we want to, not as young and so was I, and we can dress real neat from our heads to our feet and surprise them with a victory cry. Say, we can act if we want to, if we don't nobody will, and you can act real rude and totally removed. I can act like an imbecile. We can dance, everything's under control. We can dance, doing it from pole to pole. We can dance, everybody look at your hands. We can dance, everybody taking a chance. Safety dance, oh safety dance, yeah, safety dance.
We can dance if we want to, we got all your life to find. As long as we abuse it, never gonna lose it, everything will work out right. Say, we can dance if we want to, we can leave your friends behind, 'cause your friends don't dance, and if they don't dance, well they're no friends of mine.
We can dance, everything's under control. We can dance, doing it from pole to pole. We can dance, everybody look at your hands. We can dance, everybody taking a chance. Safety dance, oh safety dance.
Stick with it. It's gonna
Yeah, safety dance, safety dance, safety dance.
Oh, save the dance. Save the dance.
Thank God.
Oh, Chris, you absolute monster for finding that one. That, ladies and gentlemen, is how to make a turd smell even worse.
Well,
There's a comment down here by Mark Farris, right? Mark Farris, you're going to hell. He wrote, outstanding cover by Status Quo, one of the most underrated bands of the last 50 years, and tight as a rope. Jeez.
well, they weren't great music. Okay, let's be fair. Status Quo had some great music. Early days, they had some great tracks. They kind of lost it at moments, but they had some great tracks, and they were good musicians. And they had some great blues rock stuff. They had some really good stuff, you know. But I'm not convinced about the choice of accordion.
I don't know why you should pick on the accordion in that complete clusterfuck.
I think without the accordion, it would have been, I don't know what the hell it was. It was interesting. There was a moment when the vocal harmonies were interesting. When I said I thought it was getting better, there was, what's his name? Rick Parfitt. No, Francis Rossi. Francis Rossi. He had a good voice.
Even the crowd had a hard time dancing to it. They didn't know what to do.
But that's English in the 80s. No one could dance.
They were the beauties of England as well.
They were absolutely the best looking crowd.
Very beautiful to.
We would have been there. We'd have fitted right in. Wouldn't we?
Would have fit right in. We would have been right at the front doing our safety dance on this one.
Pogoing like mad.
Pogoing like mad. Jesus Christ! Sometimes you take a turn to a dark alley and wish you weren't there, and then take another turn. That was that.
It's the return of the stump of despair.
It is the return. I vote that is probably the greatest track we've ever covered. Right, well, there you go, ladies and gentlemen. We've got Canada Week coming up.
It's uphill all the way from there,
I love new wave music, actually, and I wish people were going to do a new wave list. But there you go, Canada Week. I'm sure Chris will pick better tracks for Canada Week.
He did that on purpose.
So like and subscribe now so you can get notification when Canada Week is coming up. And also for those who haven't subscribed, do, because otherwise you're going to miss absolute classics like that.
I've got to ask, banger or wanger?
Banger. What do you think, banger or wanger?
No comment.
It was a banger just for pure. I just want to be driving on a long car journey and that to come on and just surreptitiously look at my mates and see what they do. Anyone who taps a toe, I'm going to stop and kick them out.
Brilliant. Excellent. Good times.
Brilliant. Thank you.
All
right. Take care. See you on the flip side.
See you on the flip side.
We can dance if we want to. We can leave your friends behind. 'Cause your friends don't dance, and if they don't dance, well, they're no friends of mine. Say, we can go where we want to, places they will never find. And we can act like we come from out of this world, leave the real world far behind.